the section of the gospel that I wasn't up here last, well, yes, I was. We're on M at Dakshineshwar, and it's on about page 380. We're ending that chapter, and then we'll go on to the master with his injured arm. Oh, before we start, on Wednesday, for the reading, this first Wednesday we'll still be doing Memories of a Loving Soul, Swami Premananda. After that, if we finish that first Wednesday, we're going to start Swami Akhandananda by Swami Anadananda, Annada, Nanda. So we will be doing that. If anyone wants to check out the book. I actually had never read the book, and we were asking Swami Sarvadevananda which would be the best one, and he said this one. Now I've started reading it, and you're going to have a little catching up on a lot of place names in the Himalayas, which you've heard before, but some of them are just tiny villages that we have not encountered before. Not necessarily totally important. Unless you're going to make a trek yourself and follow in the footsteps of Swami Akhandananda.
Can you repeat the author's name again?
I'm sorry?
Can you repeat the author's name again?
Anadananda. Annada Nanda.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Krishna has your microphone now. I turned the gain down a little bit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's better, John.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Okay, we had some visitors in the temple. Now it's just us again. And we live together, so we're all in it together. Okay, so we're on page 380. It was about 4 o'clock. Rakal and several other devotees were listening to a kirtan by M in the hut at the Panchavati. Rakal went into a spiritual mood while listening to the devotional song. After a while, the master came to the Panchavati, accompanied by Baburam and Harish. Other devotees followed. Rakal: how well he, referring to M, sang kirtan for us. He made us all very happy. The master sang in an ecstatic mood. "O friends, how great is my relief to hear you chanting Krishna's name." To the devotees, he said, "Always sing devotional songs." Continuing, he said, "To love God and live in the company of the devotees, that is all. What more is there?" He said again, "When Krishna went to Mathura, Yashoda came to Radha, who was absorbed in meditation. Afterwards, Radha said to Yashoda, 'I am the primordial energy. Ask a boon of me.' 'What other boon shall I ask of you?' said Yashoda. 'Only bless me that I may serve God with my body, mind, and tongue, that I may behold his devotees with these eyes, that I may meditate on him with this mind, and that I may chant his name and glories with this tongue.' But those who are firmly established in God may do as well without the devotees. This is true of those who feel the presence of God both within and without. Sometimes they don't enjoy the devotees' company. You don't whitewash a wall inlaid with mother of pearl. The lime won't stick." The master returned presently from the Panchavati, talking to M. "Master, you have the voice of a woman. Can't you practice a song such as this? Tell me, friend, how far is the grove where Krishna, my beloved, dwells?" To M, pointing to Baburam, "You see, my own people have become strangers. Ramlal and my other relatives seem to be foreigners, and strangers have become my own. Don't you notice how I tell Baburam to go and wash his face? The devotees have become relatives. Looking at the Panchavati, I used to sit there. In course of time, I became mad. That phase also passed away. Kala, Shiva, is Brahman. That which sports with Kala is Kali, the primal energy. Kali moves even the immutable. Saying this, the master sang, my mind is overwhelmed with wonder, pondering the mother's mystery. Her very name removes the fear of Kala, death himself. Beneath her feet lies Mahakala. Then he said to M, today is Saturday, go to the temple of Kali. This was because Saturday and Tuesdays are the most auspicious days for worshiping the Divine Mother. As the master came to the bakul tree, he spoke to M again. Chidatma and Chidshakti. The Purusha is the Chidatma, and Prakriti is the Chidshakti. Sri Krishna is the Chidatma, and Sri Radha the Chidshakti. The devotees are so many forms of the Chidshakti. They should think of themselves as companions or handmaids of the Chidshakti, Sri Radha. This is the whole gist of the thing. After dusk, Sri Ramakrishna went to the Kali temple and was pleased to see M meditating there. The evening worship was over in the temples. The master returned to his room and sat on the couch, absorbed in meditation on the Divine Mother. M sat on the floor. There was no one else in the room. The master was in samadhi. He began to come gradually down to the normal plane. His mind was still filled with the consciousness of the Divine Mother. In that state, he was speaking to her like a small child making important demands on his mother. He said in a piteous voice, Mother, why haven't you revealed to me that form of yours, the form that bewitches the world? I pleaded with you so much for it, and you wouldn't listen to me. You act as you please. The voice in which these words were uttered was very touching. He went on, Mother, one needs faith, away from this wretched reasoning. Let it be blighted. One needs faith, faith in the words of the Guru, childlike faith. The mother says to her child, a ghost lives there, and the child is firmly convinced that the ghost is there. Again, the mother says to the child, a bogeyman is there, and the child is sure of it. Further, the mother says, pointing to a man, he's your elder brother, and the child believes that the man is 125% his brother. One needs faith. But why should I blame them, Mother? What can they do? It is necessary to go through reasoning once. Didn't you see how much I told him about it the other day? But it all proved useless. The master was weeping and praying to the mother in a voice choked with emotion. He prayed to her with tearful eyes for the welfare of the devotees. Mother, may those who come to you have all their desires fulfilled, but please don't make them give up everything at once, Mother. Well, you may do whatever you like in the end. If you keep them in the world, Mother, then please reveal yourself to them now and then. Otherwise, how will they live? How will they be encouraged if they don't see you once in a while? But you may do whatever you like in the end. The master was still in the ecstatic mood. Suddenly he said to M, look here, you have had enough reasoning. No more of it. Promise that you won't reason any more. M, with folded hands, yes, sir, I won't. Master, you have had enough of it. When you came to me the first time, I told you your spiritual ideal. I know everything about you, do I not? M, with folded hands, yes, sir. Master, yes, I know everything, what your ideal is, who you are, your inside and outside, the events of your past lives and your future, do I not? M with folded hands. Yes, sir. Master, I scolded you on learning that you had a son. Now go home and live there, but let them know that you belong to them. But you must remember in your heart of hearts that you do not belong to them, nor they to you. M sat in silence. The master went on instructing. Master, you have now learnt to fly, but keep your loving relationship with your father. Can't you prostrate yourself before him? M with folded hands. Yes, sir, I can. Master, what more shall I say to you? You know everything. You understand, don't you? M sat there without uttering a word. Master, you have understood, haven't you? M. Yes, sir, I now understand a little. Master, no, you understand a great deal. Rakal's father is pleased about his staying here. M remained with folded hands. Master, yes, what you are thinking will also come to pass. Sri Ramakrishna now came down to the normal state of mind. Rakal and Ramlal entered the room. At the master's bidding, Ramlal sang, "Who is the woman yonder who lights the field of battle? Darker her body gleams even than the darkest storm cloud, and from her teeth there flash the lightning's blinding flames." He sang again, "Who is this terrible woman, dark as the sky at midnight? Who is this woman dancing over the field of battle?" Master, the Divine Mother and the Earthly Mother. It is the Divine Mother who exists in the form of the universe and pervades everything as consciousness. The Earthly Mother gives birth to this body. I used to go into samadhi uttering the word Ma. While repeating the word, I would draw the Mother of the universe to me, as it were, like the fishermen casting their net, and after a while drawing it in. When they draw in the net, they find big fish inside. Gauri once said that one attains true knowledge when one realizes the identity of Kali and Gauranga. There's a footnote here. An uncompromising hostility exists between the devotees of Kali and the devotees of Gauranga. So, I'll read that sentence again. Gauri once said that one attains true knowledge when one realizes the identity of Kali and Gauranga. That which is Brahman is also Shakti. That which is Brahman is also Shakti, Kali. It is that, again, which assuming the human form, has become Gauranga. At the master's request, Ramlal sang again, this time about Gauranga. Master to M. The Nitya and the Leela are the two aspects of the reality. God plays in the world as man for the sake of his devotees. They can love God only if they see him in human form. Only then can they show their affection for him as their brother, sister, father, mother, or child. It is just for this love of the devotees that God contracts himself into a human form and descends on earth to play his Leela. Okay, we are now on chapter 19, The Master and His Injured Arm. Saturday, February 2nd, 1884. It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Sri Ramakrishna had been conversing with Rakal, Mahimacharan, Hazra, and other devotees when M entered the room and saluted him. He brought with him splint, pad, and lint to bandage the master's injured arm. One day, while going toward the pine grove, Sri Ramakrishna had fallen near the railing and dislocated a bone in his left arm. He had been in an ecstatic mood at the time, and no one had been with him. Master to M. Hello. What was ailing you? Are you quite well now? M. Yes, sir, I'm all right now. Master to Mahima. Well, if I am the machine and God is the operator, then why should this have happened to me? The master was sitting on the couch listening to the story of Mahima Charan's pilgrimage. Mahima had visited several holy places 12 years before. Mahima, I found a brahmachari in a garden of Sikrol in Benares. He said he had been living there for 20 years, but did not know its owner. He asked me if I worked in an office. On my answering in the negative, he said, Then are you a wandering holy man? I saw a sadhu on the bank of the Narmada. He repeated the Gayatri mentally. It so thrilled him that the hair on his body stood on end. And when he repeated the Gayatri and Om aloud, it thrilled those who sat near him and caused their hair to stand on end. The master was in the mood of a child. Being hungry, he said to M, What have you brought me? Looking at Rakal, he went into samadhi. He was gradually coming down to the normal plane to bring his mind back to the consciousness of the body. He said, I shall eat some jalebi. I shall drink some water. Weeping like a child, he said to the Divine Mother, O Brahmamai, O Mother, why hast thou done this to me? My arm is badly hurt. To the devotees, will I be all right again? They consoled him as one would a child and said, Surely you will be quite well again. Master to Rakal, you aren't to blame for it, though you are living here to look after me. For even if you had accompanied me, you certainly wouldn't have gone up to the railing. The master again went into a spiritual mood and said, Om, Om, Om. Mother, what is this that I am saying? Don't make me unconscious, Mother, with the knowledge of Brahman. Don't give me Brahmagyana. I am but thy child. I am easily worried and frightened. I want a mother. A million salutations to the knowledge of Brahman. Give it to those who seek it. O Anandamoyi, O blissful mother. Uttering loudly the word Anandamayi, he burst into tears and said, Mother, this is the grief that sorely grieves my heart, that even with thee for mother, and though I am wide awake, there should be robbery in my house. Again he said to the Divine Mother, What wrong have I done, Mother? Do I ever do anything? It is thou, Mother, who doest everything. I am the machine, and thou art its operator. To Rakal, smiling, see that you don't fall. Don't be piqued and cheat yourself. Then, again addressing the mother, Sri Ramakrishna said, Do I weep because I am hurt? Not at all. Mother, this is the grief that sorely grieves my heart, that even with thee for mother, and though I am wide awake, there should be robbery in my house. The master was again talking and laughing like a child, who, though ailing, sometimes forgets his illness and laughs and plays about. Master, to the devotees, it will avail you nothing unless you realize Satchidananda. There is nothing like discrimination and renunciation. The worldly man's devotion to God is momentary, like a drop of water on a red-hot frying pan. Perchance he looks at a flower and exclaims, Ah, what a wonderful creation of God. One must be restless for God. If a son clamors persistently for his share of the property, his parents consult with each other and give it to him, even though he is a minor. God will certainly listen to your prayers if you feel restless for him. Since he has begotten us, Surely we can claim our inheritance from him. He is our own father, our own mother. We can force our demands on him. We can say to him, reveal thyself to me, or I shall cut my throat with a knife. Sri Ramakrishna taught the devotees how to call on the mother. Master, I used to pray to her in this way, O Mother, O Blissful One, reveal thyself to me, thou must. Again I would say to her, O Lord of the lowly, O Lord of the universe, surely I am not outside thy universe. I am bereft of knowledge, I am without discipline, I have no devotion, I know nothing. Thou must be gracious and reveal thyself to me. Thus, the Master taught the devotees how to pray. They were deeply touched. Tears filled Mahimacharan's eyes. Sri Ramakrishna looked at him and sang, cry to your mother Shyama with a real cry, O mind. And how can she hold herself from you? How can Shyama stay away? Several devotees arrived from Shibpur. Since they had come from a great distance, the Master could not disappoint them. He told them some of the essentials of spiritual life. Master, God alone is real and all else illusory. The garden and its owner, God and his splendor. But people look at the garden only. How few seek the owner. A devotee, sir, what is the way? Master, discrimination between the real and the unreal. One should always discriminate to the effect that God alone is real and the world unreal. But one should pray with sincere longing. Devotee, but sir, where is our leisure for these things? Master, those who have the time must meditate and worship, but those who cannot possibly do so must bow down wholeheartedly to God twice a day. He abides in the hearts of all. He knows that worldly people have many things to do. What else is possible for them? You don't have time to pray to God, therefore give him the power of attorney. But all is in vain unless you attain God and see him. Another devotee, sir, to see you is the same as to see God. Master, don't ever say that again. The waves belong to the Ganga, not the Ganga to the waves. A man cannot realize God unless he gets rid of all such egotistic ideas as I am such an important man, or I am so-and-so. Level the mound of I to the ground by dissolving it with tears of devotion. Devotee, why has God put us in the world? Master, to perpetuate his creation. It is his will, his Maya. He has deluded man with lust and greed. Devotee, why has he deluded us? Why has he so willed? Master, if but once he should give man a taste of divine joy, then man would not care to lead a worldly life. The creation would come to an end. The grain dealer stores rice in huge bags in his warehouse. Near them he puts some puffed rice in a tray. This is to keep the rats away. The puffed rice tastes sweet to the rats, and they nibble at it all night. They do not seek the rice itself. But just think, 1 seer of rice yields 14 seers of puffed rice. How infinitely superior is the joy of God to the pleasure of lust and greed. To one who thinks of the beauty of God, and the beauty of even Ramba or Tilatama appears as but the ashes of a funeral pyre. Ramba and Tilatama are 2 celestial dancing girls of exquisite beauty. Devotee, why do we not feel intense restlessness to realize him? Master, a man does not feel restless for God until all his worldly desires are satisfied. He does not remember the mother of the universe until his share of the enjoyment of lust and greed is completed. A child absorbed in play does not seek his mother. But after his play is over, he says, "Mother, I must go to my mother." Hridoy's son was playing with the pigeons, calling to them, "Come, Titi." Then, when he had had enough of play, he began to cry. Then a stranger came and said, "Come with me. I will take you to your mother." Unhesitatingly, he climbed on the man's shoulders and was off. Those who are eternally free do not have to enter worldly life. Their desire for enjoyment has been satisfied with their very birth. At 5 o'clock in the afternoon, Dr. Madhusudan arrived. While he prepared the bandage for the master's arm, Sri Ramakrishna laughed like a child and said, "You are the Madhusudan of both this world and the next." Madhusudan is also a name of Krishna. Dr. Madhusudan smiling, "I only labor under the weight of my name." Master smiling, "Why? Is the name a trifling thing? God is not different from his name. Satyabhama tried to balance Krishna with gold and precious stones, but could not do it. Then Rukmini put a tulsi leaf with the name of Krishna on the scales. It balanced the Lord." The doctor was ready to bandage the master's arm. A bed was spread on the floor, and the master, laughing, lay down upon it. He said, intoning the words,
He still has COVID. Yeah.
Des, you still have your, you're not muted. Okay. This is Radha's final stage, but Brindi says, "Who knows what is yet to be?" The devotees were sitting around the master, he sang. The gopis all were gathered about the shore of the lake. Sri Ramakrishna laughed, and the devotees laughed with him. After his arm was bandaged, he said, "I haven't very much faith in your Calcutta physicians." When Shambhu became delirious, Dr. Sarvadikari said, "Oh, it is nothing. It is just grogginess from the medicine." In a little while after, Shambhu breathed his last. It was evening. Well, let's see. Okay. It was evening and the worship in the temples was over. A few minutes after Adhar arrived from Calcutta to see the master. Mahima, Charan, Rakal, and M were in the room. Adhar, "How are you?" Master affectionately, "Look here, how my arm hurts." Smiling, "You don't have to ask how I am." Adhar sat on the floor with the devotees. The master said to him, "Please stroke here gently." Adhar sat on the end of the couch and gently stroked the master's feet. The master conversed with Mahima Charan. "Master, it will be very good if you can practice unselfish love for God. A man who has such love says, 'O Lord, I do not seek salvation, fame, wealth, or cure of disease. None of these do I seek. I want only thee.' Many are the people who come to a rich man with various desires. But if someone comes to him simply out of love, not wanting any favor, then the rich man feels attracted to him. Prahlada had this unselfish love, this pure love for God without any worldly end." Mahima Charan sat silent. The master turned to him. And I'm going to stop there. This is going to be our cliffhanger for the next week, next Saturday, because it's a very long explanation of Brahman coming on next, which, excuse me. Okay, so tomorrow, I keep hitting the microphone, I'm very sorry. Swami Medananda is going to give a talk on Gat Sattva. Now, and then, as I said, on Wednesday, which must be about the 5th of October, I don't have an October calendar yet, Third is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Wednesday's till 27th.
I'm sorry?
Wednesday's till the 27th. It's just Sunday is the 1st of October.
Oh, okay. So we have one more Wednesday of this month, and that's Memories of a Loving Soul, Swami Premananda. The next Wednesday, I don't think we'll be finished all on the 27th. But if you had the book Swami Akhandananda by Swami Anadananda, that's what we'll be reading next. We will have the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna on the 30th. We'll be announcing a Karma Yoga date. Again, we had to cancel this one because of the convent COVID. But everyone's getting well, and nothing was a serious case. It's like a bad cold, that's all. A bad cold with a cough. Okay. Annoying, but not deadly. So, any questions about what we'd read today? Someone was asking, something. Almost the answer to every single question you might have really is answered in the gospel, if we pay attention to what Ramakrishna says. And he says it over and over and over again because we don't remember. We have fleeting memories. So it's really good to see you. All of you are we going to get to see you in person sometime, Ganga?
Yes, I
Good.
plan on coming next March
Oh, good.
for Thakur's birthday.
Excellent. And Elizabeth, would it be possible sometime to see you in person? Lord willing?
My parents live in California, so maybe,
Who knows? Yeah.
hopefully, yeah.
Lord willing, we'll see. Sunanda? You don't have so far to go. I know. Durga
Lord,
Puja? Durga
need it.
Puja, maybe?
That's it. Or what?
Maybe Durga Puja?
Oh, I would love that.
Okay, good.
About it.
We miss our devotees. John, we'll see you, I know. And Lito? Maybe sometime? Okay.
God willing, God willing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Inshallah.
Okay, John, we'll end
Will
with
you Dr. Medananda tomorrow? Will you see him before his speech or afterwards?
I don't know. We're going to be up here.
I
with
wanted
masks
to, I
on.
can't speak tomorrow, but I wanted to thank him for, actually, he said something in the speech that helped me a lot.
Oh,
So,
I don't know.
yeah.
Okay.
You need any more whipping cream?
I'm sorry.
You need any more whipping cream?
Not right now.
There's like 5 jokes there. Sorry.
He asked for whipping cream the other day.
Yeah, I'm just kind of, I'm here. We're still a little foggy, but I'm here. Okay. We'll end with a slight chant. Peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.